Astoria and Warrenton are located on the Columbia River near where they meet the Pacific Ocean and just 90 miles northwest of Portland. And it's so much fun here. The food, the art, the culture, the history, you have to see it for yourself. It's the oldest American settlement west of the Rocky Mountains. And when you head out to the coast, be sure to stop by the Astoria Warrenton Chamber of Commerce and talk with folks like David Reed here. So David, when people visit, what should we look out for?
I think that we have a little bit of something for everybody. There's history here, certainly, as the oldest American settlement west of the Rocky Mountains. There's food, there's the gorgeous scenery here. And because Astoria is a river town, but Warrenton is a river town with an ocean view, we really have the great jump-off place to the coast. We've got things for kids to do, things for grown-ups to do. If you're active, there are hundreds of miles of trails around here, and so there's things to do for people who just want to stay inside. Winter, summer, it's a great place.
Amazing, and coming here, the views are tremendous. Just coming up the hill, it's kind of called the Little San Francisco.
Yeah, between the architecture and the topography and a little bit of the weather, that's a reasonable comparison in Astoria. This place has its own history and its own vibe to it, but there's certainly a lot of good comparisons there.
I know that tourism and the cruise ships especially, big industry here.
Yeah, so cruise ships come here on their repositioning cruises. So we see them in the spring and we see them in the fall. Oftentimes they're on their way to or from Alaska, but more and more are kind of cruising the West Coast. So we see a lot of visitors on those days, and they get to experience our town for a very brief moment. And a lot of those folks come back, and we'll have them come back in here and say, we were here on a cruise ship, but we really wanted to come back and learn more, because there's just so much to do. Tourism is certainly an industry around here. It is not what we're all about. Really, this is a working town that welcomes visitors, and that's the experience that people get, that sense of authenticity, a really working Northwest town that is really accessible for visitors. What I love about it is just that you can get outside just about any time and get a different experience almost every day. As the light changes, as the weather changes, as the trees change, there's a different view to every trail. So get out there with your dog, with your kids, with your bike, with your kayak, whatever you want to do.
Thanks so much, David, and we're so excited for you to also see Astoria. Visit travelastoria.com to learn more.